Alright, going to see if we can add some more mess to this subject. Fred's made like 3 videos now, commenting on the comments on my video. Okay, so now somehow I have to account for the crap people might comment in a video. I have read some of the comments, they're not all that bad. But whatever. This is just bullshit. You're going to start responding to the comment section on a video before you even watch the video, and then you're going to say, I can't be bothered anyway, and blah, 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 blah. Fine. You don't want to have the argument? Fine. You want to just throw me into some category, and that's quite obvious what you want to fucking do here, and I'm going to point that out. And I'm going to say, that's your bullshit agenda, motherfucker. Alright, and it's not my fucking agenda, and you keep playing this goddamn game that, oh yeah, it's okay to call them freaks, but it's not okay to say they're abnormal. There's no such thing as normal biology. There's no such thing as a normal human or a normal ape or gorilla or a normal... No, there's no fucking such thing. This is just such fucking bullshit. So go ahead, play your word games. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck, alright? But I just say it's bullshit. And I find this attitude offensive, okay? That anybody who says anything, I mean, you did this whole Christian thing, like somehow anytime somebody makes an argument that some dopey Christians might use about something, that somehow that makes you one of them. That is just such a fucking pile of shit that somehow if they've touched it, if they've tainted a word, you can't use that word ever again. I mean, this is just nonsense and bullshit. And fuck you for it. Fuck you. So I'll play this little piece. This little piece illustrates your fucking goddamn... I don't even know what it is. I don't know what to accuse you of. But this idea that, you're pointing a finger and you're saying I'm doing something that I'm not fucking doing. And I don't appreciate it.
Is anybody being hurt with this activity? Oh yeah, actually some children are being hurt by this activity. We probably better condemn that one. Is anybody being hurt by
Yeah, okay. Now, I talked about that in the other video, but that's the subject that I'd almost like to get to. Is that, all these things can be sort of tied together. Alright? All these different kind of things. And what's the difference between one aberration and another aberration? Yeah, one incidentally, completely not the fault of the person who has the difference, is something that'll get you thrown in fucking prison. And the other one is something that, it's fine, consenting adults. I mean, I remember when I saw like a woman having sex with a dog in a porn video like 30 or 40 years ago. And I was like, at first, holy shit, that's so fucked up. And I said, well, wait a minute, the dog's having a good time, she's having a good time, who cares? Alright? I mean, I'm not going to watch it because it didn't turn me on, but, who the fuck cares? Look, you want me to have to defend my my complete disinterest in doing anything to say that anybody should not be who they think they are or want to be or are comfortable being or any of that shit. That you're not going to find it in my politics or in any of my videos or in any of my rhetoric. I just think these are real words that can be still used, and we don't have to turn everything into fluffy bullshit to placate people's desire to somehow normalize things that aren't normal. I mean, it's just stupid.
This activity? No, they seem to be enjoying themselves, actually, and hurting no one. So let's not condemn that then. Let's not...
Yeah, condemn. Okay, now where the fuck did I condemn anything, okay? See, this is your bullshit here. All of a sudden now it's condemnation. If you're at all curious, if you're all willing to say to yourself, well, look, here's these behaviors, and the only distinction between them is one of them is legal and one of them is illegal because there's a victim, right? And the victim is completely incidental to what the person feels, right? The person, we could even go to the extreme of the person who, like a sick motherfucker like Bundy, all right, who got off on torturing people. Now, that's just awful, but let's understand there's a pathology there, okay? And that it would be really super great to avoid that pathology. and this pretense that somehow it's all just made. It's like invented 7 zillion years ago in the Big Bang. All the homosexuals were created back then. Okay, all the child molesters were created back then. Every person that has a problem, like myself included, okay, who's been sort of blighted by a social affliction. I mean, unlike other people, yeah. See, the sex thing's okay. I'm comfortable with who I am, what I am sexually. I don't got a problem with it. But yeah, I don't really do the relationship thing very good. Okay, so where other people are hungry for emotional support and they need somebody to be with and need somebody around and they really want that relationship with another human being. Now, if I can't fuck it, I have no fucking use for it. I really don't. I don't have any fucking use. If I can't fuck it, I don't care. I just don't need it. I don't want it. I got no use for it. Alright, so I have a social affliction. It's probably better to have a person that's not balanced the way I'm balanced. There's no problem in saying, well, what creates a me? There's no fucking blight in goddamn doing that. I mean, this is just such crap.
To pathologise that one. If we have to pathologise anything, let's either pathologise or criminalise that one.
Yeah. Well, like I said, how are you going to make these distinctions in your pathologizing? Okay, because I think it's really a big, giant, huge fucking stretch to say that by pathology of all of these things, all of these sexually deviant behaviors are not probably have a very common pathology, okay, that there are common roots or common associations that have both to do with genetic disposition and then social integration. Oh, damn that word. Social maturation. And that we can, and then it would be conducive, not to, like I said, it should almost be a person's choice. They should almost be empowered as parents to say, yeah, I would prefer that my kid be blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm not for designer kids, but yeah, if they say, I'd rather my kid doesn't have an anxiety disorder. I'd rather my kid not have any social repression. I'd rather my child not blah, 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 blah. Then why the fuck not? I mean, it's just bullshit not to ask the questions and not to answer the questions fucking honestly instead of pretending this fucking game like, oh, this is all just the way it is. It all happened. It just fucking all just poofed into existence. We don't have to sit there and do any dissection whatsoever. It's just fucking lame.
That one alone. Yeah. Can we stop now?
I don't know. You started it, in my opinion. All right, I think I made a pretty benign video just expressing my own sensitivity about the fact that I'm very frustrated with the fact that words don't mean anything anymore. All right, and you demonstrate just in this little piece here, in this video, you, like I said, you sit there and you basically said the word freak. We're all freaks. So why is freak okay and goddamn abnormal isn't? Why is freak an okay word to use and you can't use abnormal? I mean, these distinctions just escape the fuck out of me. And I'm just sick of this goddamn bullshit about judging people based on what other fucking people are doing. Judge me by what I do. Alright? Judge me by what I say. Not because you can fucking goddamn stick me, with some kind of, whatever, your green gluey crap like your camera or something. You're just going to stick me on to some other kind of crap merely because, I use some common words that they've used. Fuck this shit. So anyway, yeah, fuck this shit. This is just shit. So I think we're done. Yeah, I mean, so 4 videos. I mean, okay, yeah, they're short videos, but yeah, it'd be better if you just watched my videos first before you make your replies, and it'd be even super if you could just think about it for a little while before you make the goddamn videos. But whatever, you want to be offended, you want to get all politically energized because you think somehow I'm enabling the bigots. Well, okay, you're entitled to think that. I don't think I enable them. I don't think I give them any ground whatsoever. I don't think I defend any part of the structure of what they're saying. I really don't. And it's just idiotic but whatever. I'm not going to, now the word sex doesn't even mean sex anymore. It doesn't mean male, female, reproduction. So now we just have to take the word sexual reproduction and we have to turn it into something else, right? Because now sexual reproduction doesn't mean sexual reproduction. Fuck. This is so fucking stupid. I mean, really, this is stupid. I mean, you said stupid things in these videos, and I don't want to. I'm not gonna do it. I mean, I want to do it just because it's just so glaringly crazy the distinctions you're making. How fine you're chopping these words up. It's just such bullshit. So anyway, whatever. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really interested in this subject. So I'm sorry if I have offended somebody. I'm sorry if we're not yet there to a point where we can actually talk about this shit without everybody getting all paranoid that somebody wants to burn them at a stake or take away their Social Security or do some other kind of bullshit. Alright, if we're not there, then fine, whatever. I think it's interesting in terms of just saying, well, what parts of our human character can we improve or make better, and all of that's going to require pathologizing, and that means we're going to have to include all kinds of different human attributes and put them all in the pathology ring to understand all of this stuff. But if it needs to be the agenda that we believe that homosexuality was created in the Big Bang, fine, go ahead and believe it. I think it's a crock of shit, but go ahead and believe it. Ugh, gotta do an add-on. Yeah, I believe everything was created in the Big Bang. So don't get, so I guess I have to cut my own words finer and be careful how I'm saying things. I believe there's a strong constituent of social impact on the creation of deviant sexual behavior. Deviant from the norm, not deviant in negative, just different sexual behavior. Yeah, that's the word, different. We'll use that. That's pretty harmless, right? Different sexuality. The different sexuality is primarily caused by environmental influences. And that it would probably be a good idea to understand what some of those influences are, because it might be able to spare people a lot of grief. As I stated, I would really not like to be born Ted Bundy. I would really like not to be born somebody who has a sexual obsession with children. I mean, that really would be quite burdensome. And if I can avoid being turned into one of those, that would be super. Fuckers. Till next time.